I just did that. And I'm going to show you how in this complete tutorial in a 16 Honda. It's not telling me what it is, so I'm going to have to tell you. It's a CRV. These heat controls, take them out only if you have these buttons. If not, skip the first 2 minutes of this video. And let me show you. Does it say it on the door? No. This is a CRV. Why do I know that? Because I don't care. So, we're putting that in. Mr. Scott paid for all this stuff. And he's paying me to redo what Miss Ellen did from Crutchfield. But we are the ones going to be putting it in. Parking brake? Nah, we won't use that. Reverse light? There's no camera, so don't even know why she gave it to him. But, whatever. So we're going to undo what she did, because that's just what we do. So, let's get started and start disassembling. RTFM. That's all you get. 4 simple steps. And this is why I'm making a video to show you how to do it. Remove AC controls. 2 screws. And then hazards. Okay, whatever. So here's what they should tell you. Step 1. With a panel removal tool, remove AC vents. Can't do that. You see? Because the AC vents are behind this. What they should tell you is hire a professional or watch a YouTube video, because you have to pop this out first to get to those, which are also overlapping, you see. And now we've got the controls with the 2 screws. Where does it say that in this? I'm sorry. With a panel removal tool, remove AC vents. Right. Yeah, okay. So, be careful. Be careful. There are too many clips for this little one panel. So let's move on, because this was kind of tricky and it is tight. So I had to pry up under here where most people can't see to get my handy dandy hook tool up under it. So it is tight. Very, very tight. But you can get it. I have faith in you. So, spent too much time. Let's keep going. Now it sounds to be broken. It doesn't. You just pull. I just pulled from the bottom. But work your way. Okay, so with a panel removal tool, remove AC vents. Right. With a pig tool, unclip the hazard switch harness. That's on the radio. So extract 2 Phillips screws, securing radio, unplug and remove. Not true, not true, not true, and not true. Too much time on this. Do not read the effing manual. That's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's right. So, let's do, if it was going to be you doing this. Do not do that. Do not do that. Take the vent out. See? There's a gap right between the dash. You see? This guy. Right there. Pull out. Work your way out. This just pulls out. So work your way around it. You don't have to clip right there. Clip right there. But there's a gap right in between these guys you can get to. Same with the other side. Whoop. Same with the other side. Screw. Screw. And brute force. This will separate. These are a pain in the rear. You see? This one broke. Don't care. And so, I gotta see if this is the right dash kit. It is. Because it was telling me the wrong instructions. I mean, you would assume it's the wrong dashboard. Let's see, is this even the right color? Sort of. This is a gray. That's not my problem. I'm just the installer. Let's keep going. Unclip hazard light. That's the only thing they got right. Well, 1 out of 4 is not bad. Alright, so there's a clip right there. You gotta push down and this turns. And look, there goes the audio. Oh well, that goes along with it. So let's unclip all these guys and keep moving. You can handle that, right? This is skosh. I'm not crazy about skosh, but it'll work. Now we gotta transplant the hazard light. I suggest not using the factory screws. I don't know why they would do that, but apparently they want you to use your screws. So it's split. This puppy ain't going nowhere. So, moving on. I guess they wanted to use their screws, which are right here. I didn't use them. Oh well, still ain't going nowhere. You see that? That's a GPS antenna. That's a perfect little spot for it. Because this will clear, this will clear, and that will clear. And there's no metal on top of it, above it. Perfect. I'm going to take the little tape off and stick it in there. Moving on. Come on, Elaine. Where's my steering wheel controls? Now I got to put them in. Here's your parking brake wire. Garbage. We're just going to ground it. That's how you bypass the boss. Just ground the parking brake wire. Done. Now we got to figure out what to do with this. We definitely need red and black. We definitely put a hole in red and black so we can splice into what Elaine did. Thank you so much, Elaine. But we don't need this. This is what we're going to need for steering wheel control. And this is just going to be cut off. We don't need it. Just in case we need it, we're going to tape it off for later purposes. If it ever does a camera. So, moving on. Thanks, Elaine. Thanks. We have to unplug that. See that little Bluetooth sign? That means the Bluetooth module. This thing right here. We have to unplug this guy. So good thing we did take the AC controls out because we need to get to that. So, thank you for having wrong instructions. We're going to reach in here and unplug this guy and use it for our Bluetooth buttons, which are right there. Because we want to be nice guys, and we're showing you how to do that. You see what I'm saying? Here's the steering wheel controls if you didn't have the Bluetooth, where it's just this. So this is the pink side going to our wire, or we gotta go to the pink and blue. Here's the blue. Here's the depiction of the third wire in on this side, and I think it's the third wire in on this side. And that is the pink. So we're gonna connect our wires to this accordingly. So let's find out what we need. So with our handy dandy pick, we push this in, and with our other tools I pulled the harness out as I did it. So this guy's no good anymore. Alright, wired him up this way, pulled the coating back, and found out that the yellow wire, which is pin 15, is what we need. Here's the blue, here's the pink with holes plugged in through the wire after we stripped it back the coating like we did over here. And that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna poke pink to according which one it is. So let's see which one it is. You got lucky. Pink's to pink, and blue pink is going to blue. So I guess these are can wires. So that's probably what they are. So let's plug them in. This should be almost the end of the install. So let's finish that and get a quick glimpse of what's going to be happening next after we plug this guy in and make sure it works. So part of this installation was to add a microphone with a big Afro puff. And we're going to stick them right there in the center. That's what we're going to do. Right there. You know what? Maybe I'll put them over here. Let's see. We got dummy lights. We got gas light. We don't want to block that. We're going to put them right here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take this little windscreen thing off too. That's what we're going to do so you can see it better. So I pulled this guy back, both hands, just to release. Right? And there's a hole right there where my finger popped through. just go up and over, right? And then just snake the wire down, and it'll tuck behind. And when you snap it in, you see, it's snapped in. It'll pretty much stay for the most part. Little cleaning, little sticking, and we're moving on. Microphone, check. GPS, check. Steering wheel control, we got pink to pink, blue pink to blue, and this extra harness, not the power harness, which is somewhere right here. We are about to plug her in, make sure everything works. I'm going to plug in the steering control, 4 screws, after the screws we put in for the dash kit. Hazard light, check. 2 more screws, check. I'm going to start plugging in. But we're going to put the USB in there. Unfortunately, they're not long enough to fit them in here, which looks like this is where he would put all his stuff. But, oh well, it's going in there. It's wireless anyway. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? So almost everything's plugged in. Yes, it's face down. Don't worry, it's not going to get scratched. We got the USB coming over and under and around, and we pulled the glove box out with these 2 little tabs. We squeezed in, and we reached our fingers up under here to feel for this wire. And there they go. And here they come. Here they come. There you go. Hey, look, the car's peeing. And now we can close this and say sayonara and put everything back. So, let's see if this puppy works. We're going to smash him in the dash and move on. Hey, look, it worked. I had to reset it and hit volume up. And since we got nothing going on, volume down. All right. We have Eureka. Now, play with some settings. I'm going to change the time. You guys can do that. Let's slap her back in the dash and show you it's completely done. With some major force, it snaps in really, really tight. So, good thing we checked everything before we did this. So, let's slap her back together and call it a day. So 2 screws back, 2 screws back, 1 screw there, 1 screw there, 1 behind the vent, 1 behind the vent that you already knew because you already took it out. And I could probably show you anyway. Can I take this back out? Nah, it's nice and tight in there. But you saw them before. Like it, don't like it, share, don't share, subscribe, don't subscribe. Thanks for watching.